Welcome back. In this episode, you're going to hear from our participants in their own words about how they found Be Your Own Boss. And it's really clear that they all do want something different. For Caleb, who's the first person you'll hear from, it was about those hard business skills. While for other people, it was really about building confidence or developing new friendships and a sense of community.
Caleb was the first participant I spoke to, and we began our conversation by talking about Caleb's business idea and why he'd signed up for Be Your Own Boss.
My business idea is to become a supplier. So I want to supply things like chia seeds, peanuts, porridge, tea. From this course, I'm hoping to learn how to become my own boss. I'm hoping to learn how to run my business. I'm hoping to learn skills like marketing, transportation, selling online, scaling my business up. I'm also hoping to get connections with people that can help me with my business. I actually didn't feel very confident at all, so that's why I'm joining this course to help get my confidence up. I need experienced people to help me to get to that next level. That's why I'm at, this course. I don't know if there is like other similar courses to this course, but to my knowledge, I mean, this is the only course that offers such an experience. So this is a unique course. Today, I'm looking forward to interacting with everybody that's on the course. I'm looking to learn new things. I'm looking to gain new knowledge, and I'm also hoping to learn how to cook.
Caleb talked about wanting to take his business to the next level, and that's what Be Your Own Boss is here to do. One of the ways in which we do that is by connecting participants to mentors, people who can help them to grow their networks and their connections. If you're taking part in Be Your Own Boss, make sure you're open about what it is that you want so we can really help you to get the most from the programme. And if you're running Be Your Own Boss, it's really important to make sure that those mentors are approachable and relevant.
Week 3 session was being led by Ellie and Dan from Independent Codependency, who'd come down to the perfect place to grow to help us think about the branding and marketing for our wasted burger. Ellie and Dan showed us the extensive market research they'd done for us, and after lunch, the participants used these references to start designing the logo for our wasted burger product. In the kitchen, we made a few minor tweaks to the burger's recipe. David showed us the best way to chop an onion, and we started to consider how we would present the finished product. In week 4, it was Elfo and Lyra's turn on camera. I began the interview by asking Lyra why she signed up for Be Your Own Boss.
I want to open my own bakery in Italy, and I thought this would be a good way to learn how to start a business and to set it all up and that. How to spend the money efficiently and to I don't know, I can feel you looking at me. I don't know where else to look. I don't know, it's just sort of set it all up and to actually figure out what the actual steps are, because I didn't really know how to do it or anything about it. I've learned a lot about running a business, I think, because I didn't really know anything, and now I sort of understand a bit about how to set it up, how to spend the money, and to use all the forms and that.
We've been looking at pricing and finance, and looking at all the factors of things that you need to price and making profits on things. And we found out that tuk-tuks are the most efficient mode of transport.
Get a tuk-tuk.
Yeah, get a tuk-tuk.
Elfo and Lyra's obsession with tuk-tuks became an entertaining feature for the last couple of weeks of the programme, but it wasn't a completely frivolous idea.
We were talking about different ways to transport food to different places, and we found out that bikes would be a good idea, but cargo bikes are really expensive for some reason.
And we need to be able to keep it frozen.
Yeah, we need to be able to keep it frozen. And I just Googled tuk-tuks just because I thought, well, tuk-tuks have big space on the back and they're not as expensive as cargo bikes, I don't think. And then I found out that tuk-tuks have freezers on the back of them sometimes. The freezer as well. The freezer is chargeable as well. Yeah. Of course, Eco-San had proven the tuk-tuk.
See the tuk-tuk?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right.
Plus, marketing, that's a great strategy, because who else is going to ride a tuk-tuk?
Yeah, exactly. Who in Margate has a tuk-tuk?
You see a tuk-tuk, you're going to think of us and you're going to be like, wow, I should
Yeah.
get some of those burgers.
Yeah.
Tuk-tuks.
We talked a lot about tuk-tuks, and it might seem a bit silly, but actually you can hear that Lyra and Elfo have learned a lot about business over the past few weeks of Be Your Own Boss. They're relating tuk-tuks to the finance, to the logistics, to the marketing, to the value proposition. So if you're running Be Your Own Boss, don't be afraid to lean into the fun, because there is learning that sits behind it.
Back in the kitchen, our plant-based burgers were starting to look like a finished product. While the rest of the group cooked the patties, Caleb and Camille made some pickled cucumbers to complement the earthy flavours of the burger. Anya added the pickles along with some sauce, and the burgers were delicately assembled by her and Camille. In week 5, I finally sat down with Camille. He wasted no time introducing himself before getting onto the important stuff, describing his idea to open a Polish cafe in Margate.
My name is Kamil. I come from Poland and I signed to Big Own Boss because I wanted to learn more how to open your own restaurant, because I was thinking to open one day a Polish cafe that everyone from other countries too can come to taste Polish food. I cook mostly cabbage rolls, and I cooked a toasted bread with mushrooms called zapiekanki. With I think we do mostly with seasoning, because in Poland we can't do anything without a seasoning, because it then doesn't have a really excellent taste. What I need to open a restaurant, and also I need to learn more. For example, how much money I need to at the beginning to open my own business cafe, and ideas for the menu and locations. I feel more confident, but I still need to learn more. I have enjoyed to do meeting new people and working together as a group.
Camille was talking about how Be Your Own Boss helped to build his confidence. And through building that confidence, he's now starting to think like an entrepreneur and asking questions about starting his own business that maybe he hadn't thought of before. If you come on Be Your Own Boss, you don't have to have all the answers. And if you're running Be Your Own Boss, don't assume any knowledge on behalf of the participants. Make sure your sessions are accessible to everyone. Hearing from the participants in their own words, it's clear to see how far they've come in just a few short weeks. It's really important to keep listening to your participants, finding out what they're taking from the programme, because this will help you not only to evaluate your programme, but to improve it for the future. In the next episode, we put together a showcase to remember.